Blessed risings, good afternoon, or good evening. Depending on where in the world you are tapping in from, you got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show, and today we will be discussing 9 teenagers were shot at a Texas prom after party. We'll be discussing that and more when we return from these brief messages on today's episode of PCP Gone Wild. Welcome back. This is the Keep It P podcast where we take news, situations, and everyday occurrences and show how one could or cannot be keeping it P. This is a national article, Associated Press, off the wire. Austin, Texas. 9 teenagers were shot in an East Texas residence early Sunday at a prom after party attended by hundreds, local officials said. A statement. I'm sure it's supposed to say said in a statement. So y'all just think we'd be over here. No, you got to be careful because they have so many errors. It goes on to say, just after midnight, deputies responded to shots fired at a private residence in Jasper County, where the party was held, and found 9 victims with gunshot wounds. We just found them there. We don't know what happened, how it happened, what shells were used, what kind of gun was it? Do you think it was more than one shooter? I mean, if this is not black, I'm going with this is definitely Mayo. I would have went with it was Mexicano, but at a private residence, in an East Texas residence, the party in Jasper County. What? You ain't got nothing? No, nothing No, it was a bunch of hoodlums? No, a riot, a rave? No, nothing negative. Nothing negative. According to Jasper County officials, the injuries are expected to be non-life threatening. About 250 people are estimated to have been present at the time of the shooting. 8 victims were taken in personal vehicles to Jasper Memorial Hospital in Jasper, Texas, and at least one of those was transferred to Christa Southeast Texas St. Elizabeth Hospital. It goes on to say one person did not go to the hospital, she said. Talking about Carly Cherry, the spokesperson for the sheriff's office. A second shooting within the city limits of Jasper, Texas occurred shortly after the first. The statement said there were no injuries in the second shooting, but a connection between the 2 incidents is being investigated due to a common vehicle at both locations, the statement said. According to the statement, people of interest are being questioned and the investigation is ongoing, and we don't know nothing. That's what we want you to know. We're not going to jump to no conclusions. We got to make sure we know of all the students who are involved exactly, make sure there's no prestige there. We can't have no little Beckys or Johnnies. No future Karens and Mad Maxes. We can't have their futures ruined by this melee. We can't have it. No, 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 no. They got this conference here. I'm gonna run a little bit of it. It's 9 minutes. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Not going to happen. You're gonna get you a little tasters.
We have 9 victims at this time. 8 was treated at the hospital. We don't know, they're all non-life-threatening injuries. I know that 1 has been transported to a hospital in Beaumont, but I don't know about the rest. The ages range from 15 to 19 years old. We had a secondary shooting in the city, which is possible related to our shooting in the county. We located the car on 190 East at the county line. We're processing it now. We're interviewing children that was at the party. It was quite a large party, so we got lots of interviewing to do. But we need all the help that we
Let me
can
check
get.
my watch. I ain't really got time for this.
At the
Hurry up
party,
and get done with this,
come forward,
man.
come by the sheriff's office and tell us what they've seen or heard while they was at the party. It was after-prom party. It was a large party, a very large party. And we got.
Would she rather be anywhere than there? She thinks it's unnecessary. What are we even doing this for?
I know the victims were teenagers.
It's just some kids blowing off some steam, having a little fun.
And,
Golly, nobody
right now,
got
no one
hurt.
in
Kids will be kids.
No one's in custody at this time. Like I said, it was a very large party, and there are multiple suspects at this time, and we're trying to narrow it down at this time.
But we don't know their ages of the suspects.
No.
Do we believe it's gang
I
related?
need to wash my hair tonight.
Any retaliation possibly from, I've heard stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do tonight. I think yeah. Need to wash my hair. Yeah.
Previous incidents that y'all dealt with?
We have no proof at this time that it was gang related. We don't know that. It's a possibility, yes, but we don't have any evidence saying that this is gang related.
So at this point, no motive, Sheriff?
No. No, sir. All we know is a bunch of kids get ganged up after prom to go out there and have a good time, have a night that they could remember the rest of their life, and somehow it got twisted up. A lot of children got shot.
Do you know if there was any alcohol at this party? And if there was, do parents, or if were there any adults there, or any adults liable for what happened?
I can't talk on the liability.
He must got ADHD. He definitely can't be still in the
Was there
chair.
alcohol?
I'm not gonna say at this time.
The car that was found at the county line on Highway 190, who found that car?
DPS.
Okay, was anyone in that car?
We have talked to everyone.
What's with all of this stuff,
that was
man?
in the car.
Okay, so there were multiple
Look,
people in the car.
back at the watch again.
Okay,
Can we
is
get
that
this
car
over
thought to
with?
be involved in the
He's
shooting?
twisting in the
Take that
chair.
car off
We already
Beverly
told you,
Road
kids
or
would
in the
be
shooting
kids.
up at,
Becky,
Northern
little Tommy.
It was
Listen, man got a little bit out of
involved in
hand,
the
but hey,
shooting in the
kids will be
city.
kids. It's no big deal.
It was seen at the party. And that's about all I'm gonna release at this time.
Can you comment or not? Of course, I understand this is a city case, but right where that car, that shooting this morning is alleged to have occurred over there off of Bell Loop Road. Elvin Land was shot about approximately a week ago within a few hundred feet of there. Are they connected in any way?
That would be a city question, Mike. I don't know.
So Sheriff, for the timeline, the shooting at the party happened, and then this other shooting
Is
in
this the
Jasper was
camera
after.
phone?
Yes, sir.
What time was the shooting last
That's how
night?
little this press
Early morning?
conference even really
We were
means. Are we
dispatched
really
to
gonna
the
call it a press conference?
prom
My
party
man got
at
the mic check
12:20,
1, 2 on the microphone.
and while
Somebody
there,
else has a
we was gathering
camera
evidence at
on
the
their phone that they're
hospital.
using,
We was talking to our
and
victims,
then that's it. That's
you
all.
know, they could hear the
This is
shots
really just a
and
courtesy,
from the
people.
hospital
Okay,
later. Yes, sir.
we're just really doing a
And of
courtesy
course,
for you. It's
were
more
these
kind of
all
like a
Jasper County
favor.
kids or Newton
No,
County?
sir. No, we're not all Jasper County kids.
And there were reports that also there were shots fired outside Jasper Hospital this morning. Is that, do you know anything about that?
That's not correct. They was hearing the shots that was fired over on Bellevue.
Okay, what time do you think that this incident occurred up off of, County Road 263? Y'all see, you got the call about 12:20, is it, somebody said thought it might have occurred a little bit before midnight?
Well, we didn't get our call at 12:20.
But what time do y'all think that actually occurred? Because there was people texting people here before midnight about it. So, I mean, I'm wondering why it was such a.
All right, if you want the rest of it, just throw that in the comments. We'll put it over there on the
And the
Patreon.
car was found
Once
around.
again, that would be premium content for our Patreon members.
I guess what's the message?
KeepItPraw.com.
Obviously, we see so many young people involved in these type of incidents
Applesauce to a
lately. It seems to be
boss.
harassed everywhere.
Remember,
Your
KeepItPraw.com.
grandparents, just your thoughts on this,
And put that in the comments
impacts the community and
if
what's going on
that's
with young
what
people.
you would like. You know, we for the people. What does the P stand for? What does the P stand for? It stands for the people. We do this for the people. The B1 people. Oh, here comes some back patting and what have you. Like I said, we'll air the rest over there on Patreon if that's what you like. Obviously, if nobody comments that they want it over there, then we won't put it over there. Once again, we want to do what the people want done. Not gonna hold you, just gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. Gonna leave you with 4 words that we always do around time, which is love, peace. Sometimes to get this piece, to checking up the deuces, you got to check up the deuce. Blessings. Be a blessing. Give a blessing. And please, please, please don't be afraid to receive a blessing in Maloha. Gotta go high, out the door high, for sure high. You already know how. Big brother, light bright, supreme, almighty. Signing off.
How were they? Did most of them stay? Did they